In most video games, you always play as the hero and the one who is on the side of good. Your goal is to protect people and eliminate evil people, always. But not all games are like this. In some games, you can do the opposite. In games, they let you play as the villain or the criminal, and your enemies are the heroes. Things the topic of today's video. 10 games that make you evil or a criminal, and the video will shock you with very evil things that the games allow you to do, and they will even reward you for them. So let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off with number 10, Red Dead Redemption. I'm sure most of you are familiar with this game, whether it's the first or second one. It's made by Rockstar, the same folks who brought us the GTA games. It's like GTA 2 but set in the old American West, back when cowboys ruled the roost. The cool thing about Red Dead Redemption is that you can choose to be a good guy, helping folks out, or you can go all out bad and become a ruthless thief and killer. It's totally up to you how you want to play the game. Now, in the first part, Red Dead Redemption 1, you got to be a criminal and a villain, no getting around it. PlayStation games usually come with challenges you got to complete. And if you finish them all, you'll earn a trophy or even a platinum trophy that goes on your PlayStation account. In Red Dead Redemption, there are certain challenges you got to tackle, and if you manage to pull it off, you'll earn this trophy. Now, here's where it gets pretty messed up. One of the challenges involves snatching an innocent woman or a girl who happens to be strolling around by herself. Yeah, I know it's messed up. So once you've got her, you gotta tie her up real tight and drag her over to the train tracks. Tie her down there and wait for the train to come barreling through, taking her to die. It's pretty sick. But completing this messed up task earns you a prize called the Vial. The game literally forces you to be a criminal just to take off this challenge. Coming in at number 9, we have a pretty twisted mission in the game Skyrim that'll really bring out the evil in you. Now, Skyrim is an open-world fantasy game filled with magic, battles, mythical creatures like monsters and dragons, and all sorts of fantastical stuff. But in this particular mission, things take a dark turn. You come across a priest or a holy person who informs you about a heavily visited cave. People from the nearby city have gone missing, and they ask you to investigate and search for these vanished folks. So, off you go to the cave, and that's where things get creepy. You encounter a woman there, and you end up having a fight with her. But before you throw down, you ask her about the missing people in the cave. And guess what she reveals? She's part of a group of seekers who live beneath the cave, and their twisted gig is kidnapping, killing, and feasting on human flesh. Yep, they're cannibals. Now, the game throws you a couple of options. You can either take her out or join this gruesome gang. If you decide to join them, you'll head back to the priest who sent you on the mission. Here's the kicker. The game gives you the choice to lie to him, giving him the name of the cannibal group. The priest you encountered actually belongs to the cannibal group, and they're planning to kill him and devour his flesh. If you choose to join them, you participate in this gruesome act and consume the flesh of the unfortunate priest. Once you complete this wicked mission, the game rewards you with a highly advantageous ability. From then on, while playing the game, you'll be able to consume the flesh of any deceased human to replenish your health and extend your life. This means the game becomes significantly easier as a result. We have the game BioShock, featuring a captivating element that allows you to confront a truly wicked and merciless individual. The game's storyline revolves around a plane crash in the Atlantic Ocean, leaving only one survivor. Stranded in the middle of the ocean, the protagonist discovers a peculiar lighthouse. Inside the lighthouse, an elevator awaits, leading to a secret city hidden in the ocean's depths. This city was once inhabited by humans, but upon arrival, you realize it's now overrun by bizarre monsters that you must combat. Throughout the game, you come across various weapons to wield, and you'll also discover that your character possesses supernatural abilities to employ against these creatures. However, these abilities require charging to enhance their potency. So, how do you charge them? Well, as you progress, you encounter young girls who've been transformed into malevolent beings. Whenever you encounter one, you can utilize your abilities to heal them, restoring them to their normal state. And if you choose to heal them, you will charge your abilities in a very simple way, but you have a second option, which is to kill the girls and charge all your abilities. As you can see, when you kill the poor girl, she tries to defend herself. The game really wants you to become evil. If you kill the girls, your power will be charged many times more than if you heal her. If your concern is power in the game, then you must kill any girl you see, and then you will seriously become evil. Taking the 7th position, we have Braid, a toad game reminiscent of the classic Super Mario and Sonic games, thanks to its challenging and enjoyable puzzles. The game's difficulty and entertainment factor contributed to its tremendous success, with over 1 million copies sold. Now the story of Braid revolves around a character named Tim who embarks on a mission to rescue his beloved or the princess from the clutches of villains, akin to the concept of Super Mario. However, as you progress and finally reach the princess for the rescue, you discover a surprising twist. The princess actually flees from you, seeking help from others to evade your pursuit. The final mission of the game entails relentlessly chasing the princess as she tries to escape. The underlying story of the game reveals that you've been incessantly following this girl, perceiving her as a princess in need of assistance, while she desperately tries to get away from you. You find out that you've been the antagonist throughout the game, but this realization only dawns upon you at the very end, after hours and hours of gameplay. It's a disconcerting feeling, as you've been playing under the impression that you were the hero, only to discover your true role as the villain. In the 6th position, we have a game that pushes you towards embracing evil, known as High on Life. Allow me to provide you with a brief overview of the game. It revolves around an alien invasion of Earth, where you encounter and defeat one of the aliens, acquiring their weapon. However, this weapon harbors a living creature within it, which begins communicating with you.
We can survive this together if you just listen to me. Is this your first game? Are you an idiot?
And continuously provokes your character. Now, an important event occurs within the game world. You come across a young alien child who relentlessly taunts you.
Well, look what we got here. Fresh meat. What's wrong, fresh meat? You scared of a little kid? Yeah, I'm a little kid. Look at me. Look at me.
Even if you attempt to retaliate by shooting at them, the weapon prevents you from harming the child on 2 occasions.
What are you doing? Come on, he's just a kid. Don't shoot him.
Oh, you don't want to shoot me just because your gun said not to.
I am not shooting a kid.
Eventually, though, the child's patience wears thin, and they allow you to kill them at your own discretion. This game stands out as one of the first to present players with the option to shoot and kill a child, delivering a fatal shot to their head.
Be allowed to kill him. Normally, killing children in games isn't allowed, but
We have a game that compels you to embrace evil in the end, regardless of your attempts to be virtuous. This game is none other than Saints Row. The game's storyline revolves around an alien invasion of Earth, where humans are enslaved and forced to live within a simulation, much like the Matrix. As the protagonist, you possess superpowers and your objective is to combat the aliens, liberate humanity, and search for your close friend Matt. However, the pivotal moment arrives at the end of the game, when you reach the main alien ship and engage in a final battle. The boss of the aliens presents you with 2 options. The first is to enter the blue door, saving yourself and your friend Matt, and return to the simulation. The second option is to enter that door, sacrificing yourself, your friend, and saving all of humanity. Logically, any rational person would choose the red door, sacrificing themselves and their friend to save humanity. However, upon selecting the red door, you expect the game to conclude, assuming it's a fulfilling ending where humanity triumphs. But alas, you're informed that you've lost the game. They assert that you made the wrong choice and must redo the task. You're forced to enter the blue door, saving yourself and your friend, while humanity continues to live within the simulation indefinitely. This is the soul ending, essentially compelling you to opt for the selfish conclusion, saving only yourself while humanity suffers. We have the game Fallout 3, offering you the choice to become a war criminal. It is an open-world shooter game set in a post-apocalyptic. The game's storyline revolves around a nuclear war that has devastated the Earth, leaving behind a chaotic and lawless existence for the remaining human survivors. One of the cities in the game is called Megaton, characterized by its bleak appearance and predominantly impoverished or criminal inhabitants. Interestingly, at the heart of this city, you find unexploded nuclear bomb. This bomb was dropped during the global nuclear conflict but failed to detonate, and people have since begun living in the city, assuming the bomb posed no threat. Adjacent to this city is a luxurious residential complex inhabited by wealthy individuals who possess abundant resources and weapons. One of the affluent residents in this complex approaches your character and requests that you detonate the nuclear bomb in the impoverished city. His reasoning is rooted in fear that the city's destitute inhabitants may eventually band together and attack the wealthy residents. Additionally, he finds the sight of the poverty-stricken city disturbing from his lofty tower. You are presented with several options. You can choose to abstain from the task, let the bomb explode, or willingly detonate it, resulting in the deaths of all the residents in the city. In return for your cooperation, the wealthy man promises to grant you an apartment in the tower, which will become your new home. He also offers you substantial wealth supplies and one of the most powerful weapons in the game, providing significant advantages. However, by accepting this proposition, you will be committing an act of war and becoming complicit in the destruction of a city, causing the loss of innocent lives. The game places you in an immensely difficult moral dilemma, forcing you to weigh the potential benefits against the ethical consequences of your actions. In third place, we have a game that will make you struggle between the good and the evil in yourself while you are playing it, which is the vampire game. The game takes place in the past in 1918. You play as a British doctor who was serving in the First World War. He was returning to his city, which is London, because at that time the Spanish flu was spreading, which kills hundreds of millions. He returns to help people as a doctor, but as soon as he returns, he falls into a coma. When he gets up, he finds himself in the grave. And I found out that he mysteriously turned into a vampire. Here begins the struggle between good and evil. You are a doctor who must treat patients, but at the same time you need to kill them and drink their blood in order to stay alive. You meet many people who are sick and need your help. You have a choice whether to treat them or kill them to drink their blood. Any character in the game can see his story to decide whether to kill them or not. For example, you might plan to kill a woman and then find out that she's a mother and has children. If you kill her, they will lose their mother. The game plays with your emotions all the time. The game has enemies that you can fight, but when you drink the blood of the enemies after you kill them, it will not increase your strength except slightly. Why? When you drink the blood of innocent people, ordinary people, your energy will increase greatly and you will need to kill and drink the blood of many innocent people to develop in the game, and it goes through stages. Throughout the game, you will ask yourself, is this normal? Kill him and drink his blood. Does he not have a family that will be upset with him? In second place is the infamous game, one of the most powerful superhero games, PlayStation exclusive. The game system is open world. You play as a character called Cole, who is a normal person, but there is a very strong electrical explosion in the city. He's near us, but instead of dying, he has a supernatural power of electricity. Because of this explosion, you play as an ordinary person and suddenly he has superpowers. The nice thing about the game is that you have complete freedom. You can use this power to help people, protect them, and eliminate criminals. Or you can become the criminal and the villain, kill people and destroy the entire city. It means you choose to be the hero or the villain when you are good and help people and do not kill anyone. Your clothes will become white. The power you have will differ. For example, you will have precise electrical force that hits criminals in a way that you do not hit any innocent people while you are fighting with them. This electrical force will not kill criminals. No, it will just put them in a coma so that the police will arrest them. But all players of the game agree that when you are a villain, the game will be 1,000 times more enjoyable. You will be able to destroy and explode anything that comes in your face. And when you fight enemies, you can use all your strength on them. She won't care if she accidentally hurts innocent people. The game gives you the choice to be a good person and a hero and get bored, or to be an evil person and blow everything up and have fun. First place, we have a game that will make you really evil. This game has sparked a lot of controversy, which is hatred. Due to the abundance of evil and violence in this game, it was banned in Germany, Australia, and New Zealand. It was also banned from the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store. You can only play it on PC on the Steam platform. Before purchasing the game from Steam, a warning, this game has a lot of violence. Now she says, why all this? What did the game do? The principle of the game is simply that you are a person who loves to kill. In the game, You must take your weapon and go and kill people in the street. It is necessary for innocent people to enter people's homes and kill them. If you find an injured person on the ground who has not died yet, you can torture him. She kills him in a horrific way, using several methods of torture. I can't even show it on video because of its cruelty. Can someone say that in many war games there is killing and violence? Why this game exactly? In most games you are fighting bad guys or an army, or for example in the GT game you have the option of killing people in the street. But this is not the main goal. While this game's main goal is to kill innocent people. And now you win with us the game that makes you the most evil among all the games in the world. Thus guys, we have reached the end of the video. I hope you like it and I hope you share with us in the comments what is the most evil action in the game. This video shocked you. And of course, do not forget to support the video with the button.